until the holes line up. Then we take some bolts and screw them in. Just a bit to hold the plates in place. Yep. Hopla. And then the rest of the bolts. Hopla. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I like to press a bit on because it's a very flexible piece of material. Press on it a bit so it goes in without having a belly, you see. Hopla. And the last one. And there we go. Without a belly. Nice and tight. So, check all the bolts are nicely in place. 7 Newton meters seemed like the perfect match. These bolts on the plastic. And now the most important part. The oil filler up. That's what you like to do, you like to fill her up, don't ya? My milkshake brings all the girls to the club. Oh, maybe I should take off. Oh, we're filling the oil, so this can go back into place. Cap comes off, so we can pour it in immediately. Fresh oil from the barrel. It takes 5W30. All temperatures. Maybe in very cold countries you have to check your manual what you should use. But 5W30 is for the main part of the world. And 4 liters. Alrighty, we have 4. Yes, more or less. Now we'll fill her up. Turn the engine over a couple of seconds. Start the engine rather. And then check for the oil level. Of course it will always be a little bit lower because it just spins, but it should be near maximum. If not, fill a little bit more. When your car is completely cold, the engine didn't spin for like an hour or so, then you can really check the oil level perfectly. Nice little blocks, you can just pour it in. Some blocks you have to be careful not to spill it over. And there we go. Everything inside. That's what she said. That's what he did. Hup. I'll put this on here to keep the dust out. Hup. 4 liters of happy juice in the engine. we'll open the gate for a second. Of course the engine will stumble a bit because there may be some air in the system from the fuel filter replacement. Before we start, of course, everything is fixed. Nothing can leak anymore. Yep, should be good to go. After that, only the cabin filter, and then we're done. Yep, and we'll maybe I'll adjust it a bit. There's a screw over here, so you can adjust it. Yep, and there we go. Ah, we have to be inside the car because we have to press the clutch. There's a safety. Yeah, it's better to be inside the car. You never know when it should be in gear or something like that. But it's on a bridge, so it doesn't matter. Look, oil signal should go out. Yep, perfect. The oil lamp pressure signal spinning nicely, sounding good, sounding great. It seems like we did a good job on the fuel filter. So hopla, check the oil level. No air in the system. Bam! No air in the system. Perfect. So fuel filter. You could do it all from this little tube, or you can do it like I did. That's even faster. Suck the fuel filter full of fuel, and then suck it here for like 5 seconds until you see no bubbles anymore and pure fuel. Okay, engine did just spin a bit, so we'll clean off the dipstick. Up. Yep, let's check it again. And as you can see, it's 3/4 filled. So just a tiny little splash, because it will rise. It will rise a bit because it just turned over, as I said before filling it. Yep, that will be perfect. Always make sure the oil level is on maximum, because most of the time people don't check their oil levels. With older engines, engines with more mileage on it, or kilometers, it's the same. They tend to use a bit more oil, which is normal, because everything wears out eventually. Yep. And then you're a bit safer, instead of going with a semi-filled